Hey, good morning. It's Mark. I want to talk with you today about a topic concerning what might be described as bullying in the physician employment sphere. Or it could be described as bureaucracy gone wild, power corrupting, and absolute power corrupting absolutely. It's a combination of some thoughts that arose after reading a couple recent articles involving lawsuits. One by a physician who 4 or 5 years ago in his training, if you believe his story, right? Because all I've seen is the several news reports and read a copy of the complaint. So if you believe his story, he was basically bullied out of a neurosurgery residency program. According to his complaint, other residents received similar sort of ire and invective. I'm not sure if others were pushed out as well, but others certainly suffered, again, believing only the allegations. But this guy eventually pushed out of the program, becomes a general practitioner. He had been offered, according to his complaint, a position at $1 million a year to start upon completion of his residency. He was going into his last year when he was bounced from the program, and instead has been making around $300 and some thousand a year. So he's basically suing for $50 million bucks. The other story involved a physician who was targeted, so he claims, not for any true lack of performance, but by way of an employment-based series of inquiries, not medical staff inquiries, in which he was accused of some improper behavior, although an investigation cleared him. He claims it relates to complaints he had made about the hospital operations. He was an employee of a hospital-affiliated medical group. Now, I've seen both in my practice over the years, both of these instances. I've seen the resident one only once. I've seen the physician targeted not through medical staff means, but through administrative means on multiple occasions. And these instances all involve one commonality, which is some significant grain of truth, some bad blood, some ill temper, some abuse of power, whether at the administrative level or even at the sort of level of colleagues. Colleagues who decide that they don't like you and look for ways to make trouble. So I suppose this has gone on forever. And I suppose that there are two sides to the stories that I witnessed personally, as well as the stories that I've read about. But the lesson here for you, if you're the average viewer of my stuff, meaning someone who's a medical group leader, is that you have to be extremely careful policing what goes on inside your group. And generally, I talk about policing what goes on inside your group in terms of misbehavior at the physician level. But here it's something different. It's sort of misbehavior at the administrative level within your group. misbehavior in the sense that being wary of how someone in your group might play or leverage legitimate, honest, and well-meaning policies in a way that drives sort of an invidious result. The cost of not doing this is potential liability, and certainly it's also the cost of defending against a situation where someone is seeking to impose liability. So, to sum it up, it's not simply an issue of having the right rules and processes and procedures to verify and vet, control what goes on within your group. It's going to the meta level and making sure that those processes, rules, policies are being applied properly.